Hello everybody, vanburman here. Welcome to a bit of a different video today. I'm pretty sure I say that most of the time whenever I do this, but basically, my phone's over there, so it's still picking me up okay. Basically, I wanted to talk about, mainly just for clarification, because I've had questions before relating to it in the past, but I just wanted to explain to you what YouTube means to me, why I do it. I think that's quite interesting for you guys because it'll help you understand me a bit better, especially if you're already subscribed and you are liking what I'm doing. Then maybe not so much for you guys because you probably understand better than I can put into words, quite frankly. But it's also because anyone new that's looking at the channel and wants to know the motivations of a YouTuber, which I know is one of the things I look for whenever I think about subscribing to a new channel, to watch a lot of their content. I like to see what kind of person they are and, whether I can relate to them or understand their point of view on things. And I think I've demonstrated it quite well throughout all of my videos, but if you don't have time really to go and watch them, or there's some stuff that doesn't interest you on it, which is fair enough, obviously people have their own tastes, then you might not pick it up as well as I'd liked, which is why I'm making this video. I am very tired, it's very late, I had my Christmas party today at work, and just something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I figured that, while I had my thoughts sort of gathered in my head, I'd record it now, rather than noting it down and speaking about it later. And that's one of the things about the channel really that I try and do, is I try and keep it as real as possible. I mean, this is me as I really am now, looking very tired, but still wanting to make a video, just to hopefully get my point across a bit better. Now, I would go into some problems with YouTube, but I won't on this video. I won't. I'm just going to be talking about me. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I currently have 2 jobs. Both of them are effectively casual jobs. I do work very hard in both of them, and I do pretty well in both of them actually as well, and I do enjoy working for the companies I work for. However, that really does pale into insignificance when it comes to how much I enjoy my YouTube job. I mean, the amount of money I earn, I guess, for the hours put in is negligible, and I guess if you, I'm not going to say it's slave labor, but yeah, it's it would be there if you did the hours, but I don't do it for the money, and that's one thing I do want to move on to. I'm not sure where I should have really structured this. That's another thing I don't do. I don't structure my videos. I don't script them. When I do the reviews, when I do reviews, I have maybe a very short checklist of key points I need to hit, and they're literally 2 words, and there might be 6 or 7 of them, and that's about it. And they're just prompts really for me to remember what my next thing is. But basically, from what you may have heard, there's going to be a lot of changes in January, which I will cover in a separate video, but it will be coming after this one. I haven't had a chance to look over all of the information, but the general gist I get of it is that there is a chance, albeit a small chance, that my channel could be gone bye-bye. And it's a difficult thing to contemplate, so I'm not thinking about it at the minute. I am aware of its possibility. I really do not think it will happen though. Or the other side of the coin is that it'll be fine, but I just won't be able to monetize anything. Once again, that's not why I'm in this. I'm not in this to monetize my videos. I'm not in this to make money. Well, I suppose I'm lying if I say that. As in, I'm not in this at the minute. I'm not in it for what I'm in it for now to do that. If I become bigger and I have more opportunity to put more effort into my videos, more cash to throw at them, or bigger projects, or one doing really well, then, and it's something that I could turn into my job, then yes, I'm going to want to monetize it and I want to make money off it that way, because it would be something that I could do full time. At the minute, every single video I do after work, before work, at times when I should be sleeping, at times when I should be doing something else. But, you know, it's just what I love to do. I love to do this. As simple as that. I set aside my time to do it. And yeah, occasionally, sometimes I think, well, shouldn't I really be doing something else? And the thing is, I have stayed in the jobs which I'm in. Not that I dislike them. You know, they've been the people I work with are brilliant. But it's not what I want to do. You know, I do want to get into this field, ideally. I mean, I have my law degree and everything, which some of you may... I assume some of you know that. Some of you won't. But it's difficult to connect the two together. Very difficult. And the reason I've stayed in them is so I can afford to live while I do my YouTube. I do feel I do accomplish that, fortunately, just about. And you know, I guess that was what makes it so difficult, because in terms of a job, there's not many places I'd want to go and work. There's not many places I'd want to go and work for. It just happens that the jobs that I've stumbled upon have been jobs that have fit really well with me. I've been quite lucky in that respect. And pretty much every employer I spoke to is very complimentary about the fact that I, you know, go out and do all this. It shows that I put effort into something else, and that I do have a hobby. Some people aren't so pleased. They think I should be going to the gym rather than making videos, which is a fair shout, but nah, I'd rather be doing this. And I'd rather be doing this than something to do with law, personally. If it's not... It's difficult to do. It's difficult to find something like that, to combine the two. That is pretty much the ultimate dream, though, isn't it? Finding something which professionally interests you, and then something which you personally love, and combining the two and being able to have a living off it. That is probably the creme de la creme of what you're looking for in life. That, and obviously a loving partner and family life, which it runs on a different cycle, but the two have to work in tandem as well, of course. Don't really need to go into that. The point I was going to the point I was going to make is regarding January, is that if all my videos have to, if it comes to a point where my monetization will go, that is not going to stop my videos. That's not going to stop me putting up videos. It might stop what videos I can put up, because obviously I'm happy not to monetize videos, but I'm not happy to get copyright strikes and potentially lose my channel for it, for a particular game, because it's done by a particular games company that doesn't want me using their footage. And that's, you know, that's one of the prices you have to pay, unfortunately, and it's one of the ones which I've become alert to, and that I've become a lot more knowledgeable about recently. And of course, when I have the chance to learn about something, I'm going to do that, and, you know, assess it in my own way. But regarding the January changes, that is in a separate video. But that's basically the gist of what that video is going to say. That it's not going to stop me from putting up videos. I will make another channel, and I will comply with every sort of bit they want me to comply with, just to upload my videos. Not to monetize. Monetize if I can, then yes, that's brilliant. You know, it's quite nice to think that I'm earn a little something out of doing what I do, if nothing else, just to help pay for the electricity to run my computer, I suppose. It's I make a loss basically running a channel, but I love doing it. It's my job. It's my job, and it's my hobby. And why do I do it? What was the main reason I started off doing it? It was because I love role-playing games. I love video games, and I want to make a difference in it. It's very difficult for people in my position, even if you are big, to make a difference on that sort of thing. All you can do is, you know, I've been in contact with some developers and stuff, and you can give them little pushes and tell them what you think is going to make the genre better. But of course, I've never had any contact with any of the huge players, like, for example, Square Enix. And obviously they're one of my disappointments. They're one of the things I'm disappointed in, because they're one of the people that could make a real difference, and I'm striving to try and make that difference, by bringing to you the good and bad examples, or what I believe are good and bad examples, and basically what makes an RPG an RPG. I mean, that really is my main goal of the channel. It's not anything that ever goes away, because new games always come out, new ideas always come out. Everyone's trying to add RPG into their game, and relatively few of them do it well. I mean, for example, like Call of Duty. I was discussing this with, can't remember who I was discussing with. I think it was the Elusive Man, actually. And I was saying that, at some point you might see even Activision saying that Call of Duty is an RPG because you level up. And I was saying, well, the only the only part of RPG in Call of Duty is the rocket-propelled grenades, and that's about it. So, there's all these things, and it's really about having... Everyone needs to find something that they can get their teeth stuck into, that they can commit themselves to. And I do that on my channel. And if there was another way to progress that further and do that on a similar sort of level, I would take it with two hands, quite frankly. Sorry about my voice. I feel it's starting to go now. It's because I had to... When you got loud music and you try and talk to people, you do have to shout, obviously, so they can hear you. And my voice has suffered as a consequence. I am also really tired, so I am going to have to go to bed. I will upload this before I jump into my bed and title it and everything. So hopefully, you, the American people who are watching, will be able to watch it before anyone else. And the UK people will probably have to watch it tomorrow. Well, in about 7 or 8 hours when they do get up. No, at least I'm planning to sleep for 7 or 8 hours. And the reason I wanted to do it live rather than just over my usual backdrop is that I wanted you to see that I am serious when I say this stuff. I know a lot of YouTubers won't be so honest with you about it, but I am. And I just hope that people buy into it and believe in it, because currently on my channel, well, there's a lot of them that aren't active. There are currently 779 videos on there that I have made. Not all of them have been in the past year. I can't remember how many I had up before then. I think it was about 140 odd. So you're at least looking at 500 videos that I've made for this RPG genre. They're not all are for RPGs, but for the overall development of the channel. To connect with you guys, it's been a real big struggle. I do feel disappointed when I look at my subscriber count and I see a small number. Although it's the quality of the numbers, not just the numbers. Let's not forget that. It's very difficult to get yourself out there. There's some people who have the sort of fame of YouTube and maybe take it for granted a bit, and then you have the smaller people, many smaller people that work very, very hard to get out their content and get out what they're trying to show, and don't really have a lot to show from it. I do love it when some of you guys send me comments saying it's a great video, I don't know why you don't have more subscribers and views. That really does make me feel good. I'm not gonna lie, recognition from you guys as to what I'm doing it's worth everything, quite frankly. It makes up for it not being, for maybe me not being as widespread as I would like, because not because I want the fame or the money. Obviously I'd like the money to be able to do it full time, but it's that I want to get my message out. And I've made tutorial videos and stuff to try and help people who want to make RPGs. That really is my goal. I've got nothing against people going out and trying RPG Maker and trying to make their RPG. If you're going out and doing that and you want to talk to me about it, send me a message in YouTube and I will do my best to get back to you and help you out. I'm not going to help you out and build your game for you. That's some stuff you have to do yourself. But if there's something in the program that you're stuck on, you might have done it for, you might have started building a game for 30 hours or so, and then something hits you. I mean, I get it when when I'm doing stuff on there, and you have to find a way to work around it. But chances are, if you come into stuff like that, it might be something that I've gone through myself, and something that I can explain to you in 2 minutes that might take you 2 hours to go through and do. And in terms of ideas as well, I'm more happy with that. I have seen some really great stuff that people have done with RPG Maker. You know, just different ideas and different ways of coding it and stuff. There's actually a couple of guys that live about 15 miles away from me in the UK, and they're doing some really cool stuff. I have had word with them, and hopefully I'm going to be aiding them on their, I can't remember if it's the 3rd game in their trilogy or whether it's a subsidiary game, but yes, I've offered my support to them, and hopefully I'll be doing something with them, and I'm not sure what I'll be doing. I offered sort of like a small bit of support, you know, maybe help with some of the RPG Maker aspects that I'm quite familiar with. And they also talked about wanting to do they want to have it voice acted, and that's one of the bits that I'd like to do. I'd like to do the voice acting for one of the characters. I don't think I have a decent voice, or a voice that might make an interesting character. Maybe not at the minute because of the sore throatness, but yeah. Well, hopefully this has been an insight into why, or into what makes me want to do it, and effectively it's my love for what I do and for the games. It really is. As much as I say that I dislike Square Enix and everything, I just wish they were better than what they are, and yeah. I want to see progression in what I grew up with as gaming, and what has influenced me, and I don't know, made me feel certain ways about different stuff. Anyway, I am blabbering now, but if you watched the video, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for watching it. If you do have any questions or comments on this video, please leave them below in the comment section, or send me a message through YouTube. I'm more than happy to get messages through YouTube. I don't get a huge amount, I get a few. It's always quite interesting to see what people write to me. I've not had any hate yet, so I'm glad about that. I'm glad no one's actually, I mean, disliking my video is like giving me hate, quite frankly. But nevertheless, please do that, because I'm happy to answer questions if I can answer them. And if there's any, you might ask a question on something that I forgot to touch on that might be important to people, and that helps me as a YouTuber as well. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and do stay tuned for some more. Well, I'm going to be recording some more Final Fantasy VIII tomorrow, or I'm probably still recording some by the time you watch this, because it's going to be a very long series. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.